Welcome back. We continue live with the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Bordis and Bordis Hotline. The number is 412-575-2600. Let's go back to it, Gene, and we'll see what people have to say about, they want to talk about hockey here. Johnny in Swissville. Hey, Johnny, how you doing?
Good. How are you, Bob? Hi,
right.
Gene.
Hey.
Great staff, too. I wondered about Yager. I know he left the Calgary Flames, and I wonder if you know anything else. I'll hang up and listen to your answer. Goodbye. Thank you.
I don't know, honestly, what's going on with Jaromir Jagr.
I didn't know he left the Flames.
Neither did I. So I haven't watched a lot of Calgary Flames. I knew he was there. I didn't know that if that's true. I got to check that out.
This is one of those cases where you know more than we do.
Yeah. Harry in Colliers is next up. Hello, Harry.
Hey, Bob. Great talking to you again. You got to have a negative attitude to be a sports writer in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Bob. I'm glad you're a homer. And, hey, I think the Steelers are going to hand Jacksonville their heads, and I feel the same way. I think the Pens, you know, as long as we got Crosby, Malcolm, and Kessel and Murray, I mean, we're defending Stanley Cup champs. I mean,
hey, do you like the quarterback of the Steelers?
In there.
Do you like the quarterback of the Steelers? I wanted him to try that name. It has nothing to do with homer or negative or anything. To me, the Steelers are a better team than Jacksonville. I'm going to go with a better team, especially on round 2 after what happened in round 1. That's
Can't win here, Bob. You like the Steelers, you're a homer. You don't like them, you're negative.
Let's go to Rick.
Where's the middle area?
In McKeesport, Mr. Positive. Hey, Rick.
Hey, Bob and Gene, besides playing better, besides running the ball more, and besides not throwing in Ramsey's direction, what can the Steeler offense do differently in the X's and O's of the passing game this time around to reduce the interception count?
Well, I don't think you're going to see 5 interceptions. I thought 2 of them were kind of tip things. I think it's going to be Le'Veon Bell running the ball. I think you're going to see a lot of different things from Juju Smith-Schuster. Ramsey will be on Brown. If he's out there, that has to be the matchup, Gene. So I think that opens things up for other people.
Yeah, I think you'll see the ball spread around a little bit more in the passing game, particularly to the tight ends. And as for reducing the number of interceptions, I mean, you should be able to do that without much initiative on your own part. As Bob said, 2 of them were tipped. I don't think you're going to see that again.
All right, let's go to Bill in Swissville. Joins us right now on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Hello, Bill.
Bob and Gene, how are you tonight?
Good, thanks.
Good.
Real fast, guys, out of curiosity, not taking
you
anything away from Tom Brady, what he's accomplished is pretty unique. But why does not anybody anymore talk about Bart Starr? He won 5 world championships in 7 years. He lost 1 playoff game in his life. His first one, the 1960 championship game, and it was a Hall of Fame quarterback who beat him, Norm Van Brocklin. So all the Super Bowl is, the Lombardi Trophy is a glamorized name for the World Championship. 5 in 7 years, Bob, is pretty remarkable.
It is, but
home field was not guaranteed by the best record. He had to go on the road and win a couple of those titles. Just want to know what you think. Thank you.
Go ahead, Gene.
Everything you say is true. As to why we don't talk about it anymore, it's because he retired 50 years ago. Not that we don't like to talk about that kind of stuff.
No one's called us about it.
No, no one's ever called us about Bart Starr. He is a great quarterback. They won 5 titles in 7 years, and he was a great gentleman, Bart Starr.
Yes, he was. Chris in the north side. Go ahead, Chris. How you doing?
Hey, Bob. Love the show.
Thanks.
It's always great when you're on.
Yes, it is.
I wanted to say about James Harrison, I think it feels like ageism with the Steelers. When a guy, Troy Polamalu, whoever, it doesn't seem like they push him out even gracefully anymore. It's time to cut him. And I'm just hoping that this move wasn't like a Garrett Blunt situation with him, and it doesn't go down that way. And one more thing real quick. How do you feel about, I think it's going to be a
Saints are my team to get to the Super Bowl. I like the Saints in the NFC. But, Gene, I mean, this is business. You know, they're going to go by what they think is the best call, best business play.
You know, James Harrison's not here anymore because he can't cover anybody. Troy Polamalu is not here anymore because at the end he couldn't cover anybody. Hines Ward is not here anymore because at the end he couldn't get open. These things happen. There are difficult separations. The team has them.
We're due for a break. We'll take it. Come back with more right here on Pittsburgh's CW.